Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to talking about the new AFK system. Now, it's being called the AFK new system or the leeching system, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about what we know is happening right now. We're also going to talk about what will be happening soon in version 11.1 and what you can do right now to try and avoid getting kicked from games. Now, I spent a lot of time researching this, and I will tell you honestly right now, I'm still not 100% sure how the system tracks you, but we're going to talk about it. And also, I want to say something. If you'd like to stick around, I used to do this long ago with my videos. I used to put in announcements at the end of the video, and we're going to go back to that. So if you guys want to know what's going on in my streams, if you want to know more about the giveaway that's happening this Saturday on my channel, if you want to know about all that stuff, please stick around to the end of the video after we've talked about it, and I'll talk about that, announcements, and all that kind of stuff. And huge thanks to all of you guys who are using my creator code right here, creator code DUJ2. Some people say that I should have something. People say that I should have something dark here. You know what? And I might actually change the background of it so that the DUJ2 is in dark. But thank you so much to all of you using my creator code, especially those of you who are using it to purchase battle passes in Battle Royale and skins and all the cool new stuff there. Thank you so very much. You guys are very awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out so much. Thank you very much. So let's get into this video. And like I said, if you want to hear about some announcements, stick around to after at the end of the video and we will talk all about them. Now, right now, what we're going to jump in first is we're going to jump into looking at the patch. Oh, no, sorry, not patch notes, because we didn't get patch notes this time. The roadmap. And on the roadmap for this week right here, it says AFK leeching improvements. The in-game AFK system has been fortified. We've significantly reduced the time before AFK players will be removed from matches. Players not contributing in public matches will receive a warning message on their screen. Their team will be alerted and then automatically removed from the session if they haven't shaped up. Players who are not contributing to objectives will receive less rewards than those who are actively participating. So, let me kind of break this down by what this means. So, for those of you who know and have been around for a while with Save the World, you know that there was an AFK system that was implemented, but very rarely would you ever see it actually work. Most of the time, people who were AFK could just kind of be, well, honestly, they could be, they could just run around in circles, or they could bounce around, or people could just go around and farm, completely ignoring the mission's objectives, still get the rewards and never be kicked. And you could, of course, you could, you know, report them after, but it didn't really do much for that. Now, I actually found out, and for those of you who have been watching my streams, the couple of times that I got kicked out of a game, guess what? It was because of the AFK system. The AFK system actually kicked me out. And in that time when I was kind of like lagging and slowing down, it was when it was supposedly warning me and telling me to do stuff when I was doing stuff, and then the system kicks me out. Now, the system was also crashing and my game was also closing because of that. Now, this is different than those couple of times where at the very end of the game, my game would crash. That's a whole different bug. That's a whole different problem. And some of you may have experienced this, where at the end of the game, once you're already done with everything, the victory screen pops up and then you get kicked out of the game completely and the game has to restart. That's a different problem. We're going to right now, and I don't know what's causing that one. I'm sorry if it's happening to you. It's happened to me a couple of times. But we'll talk a little bit more about the in-game system. So currently, right now, the system, this is how the system is judging it. Now, I'm going to read this right now because this is also important to talk about. And what happened is the day after, which was actually, you know what, I'm not going to lie, this was actually pretty fast. Pretty quickly, we got a notification. We got a Reddit post. And in this Reddit post, we got some information concerning the leeching hotfix. Now, this is the same thing as the AFK system, and this actually happened the day after. So it happened like right after. This was posted a day ago on 1016, and let me go through it. So it says, hello everyone, we want to give everyone a heads up that we've just released a hotfix to tone down how restrictive leeching is in certain circumstances. Now, for those of you who were playing the very first day, you know that it was all over the place. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know if standing still for more than 30 seconds kicked you out. We didn't know if you had to, what you had to do. We had people in missions who pretty much did everything they had to do, but because they didn't, let's say they didn't put up any traps or they didn't build anything, they didn't get any of the rewards. It was really, really interesting. So the system says they've toned it down. We've seen some cases where players may be over restricted in matches and not receiving rewards, even when properly participating. This fix is currently being applied, and she should be fully released to all players over the next hour. Now, the reason why I didn't do this video right away is because I did want to test the system and make sure that it was working, and it seems to be working okay. There are still some instances where you can, and you know what, I'm not going to tell you guys the bare minimums of what you have to do, because where's the fun in that? We should all be participating, we should all be playing, we should all be enjoying. But this is the cool part. But let me warn this part that I'm going to talk about right now, this has not been implemented yet. This is going to be a future change. Additionally, we're going to be removing the leeching penalty from private friend matches in the version 11.10 client update. That's good news, guys. That's good news. This change will no longer penalize players for playing with friends. Lower levels stream viewers, that's what I do, etc., as long as the match is private. So as long as your match is private after version 11.10, none of this should be affecting you. This should also include soloing. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, if you're soloing those particular missions, you shouldn't have a problem anymore like you are right now. Because I know a lot of people right now, it is very difficult to solo certain missions and even get the rewards from them if you don't do things a certain way. And also a quick tip for those of you who are doing that, just take out like 10 husks. Yes, I know you run the risk of getting yourself a mini boss in that one, but doing that, it actually fixes it. It actually evens everything out. You just gotta take out some of those husks. You can't let them all live, or just take some out at the beginning. That's what I did. Or that's what I've been doing. We're continuing to monitor the system and will make adjustments as needed to ensure we have a system that rewards participating players properly. Thank you. Now, this is huge. This is really good. Of course, I'm going to leave a link down below to talking about this, as I'll leave a link down below again to the roadmap. But that right there is very important, because that means that in version 11.10, this problem should be more than fixed. In other words, the only time you're going to have this issue is if you're playing with random people. And that's the whole point that we're trying to fix, right? That's the whole point that we've been asking for a change for a very long time. We would like to see those missions be fairer and not have to jump in and do the entire mission while you've got, someone just farming the whole map or running around or just being all around obnoxious. Now let's continue here. So for those of you who don't know, version 11.10 will happen right here, the week of 10/29, when the Fortnite llama returns and the jack launcher and all that. So we've got 2 more weeks. You've got 2.5 weeks right now, almost 3 weeks, until the 10/29 update. So until then, we've got 2 solid weeks. We've got 2 solid weeks right now of definitely working under this system. And like I said, I'll tell you guys how the system is working right now. Players not contributing. Okay, so we've significantly reduced the time before AFK players will be removed from matches. Now this, the very first moment at the very beginning, it was all over the place. You guys know that we were getting, I tested it. I moved around, I did some stuff, and then I stood still, and about 30 seconds later, I got kicked out of a match. I never got a warning though. That's something though. It did say that we were supposed to get warnings. We were supposed to get alerted. Oh, public matches. Oh, no, players not contributing in public matches. Okay, so yeah, I only do friend and private matches pretty much. So I never got a warning. I never got a warning telling me that I was going to get kicked out. I would just get kicked out. Now, in this case, something that I discovered was I actually played with someone. I stood still the entire mission. I never moved from the spawn point. They did everything I got all the rewards and I didn't get kicked. I don't know. One time I was running around, like I said, I stopped. I looked to see. About 30 seconds later, I got kicked out. No warning, no nothing. I did a mission where I went in, and one of the persons that was with me, they didn't set any traps, but they did attack. They did defeat enemies and all that, and they didn't get the rewards. They got none of the rewards. So the system right now doesn't really make super sense, and that has been the time that I got kicked out right away was on the 15th, before the hotfix. After the hotfix, I honestly haven't really had a problem. I still haven't gotten notified. I have stood around for a few minutes. I've stopped doing stuff. I've asked people to stop doing stuff. I've asked people to go and do, go farm or something while we're doing stuff. The only thing that I've noticed now is that most definitely the reward system is different. So all you got to do is participate. If it's a mission with traps, set down a couple of traps. If it's a mission where you have to, defeat stuff, do it. Just participate in the mission. Do the best you can. Participate in the mission and you'll get the rewards. The rewards, like they say here, the what's it called? The contributing to objectives, those have been greatly reduced now. Like at beginning, it was very, very strict. You had to do a lot to get everything. After the hotfix, thankfully, that has been leveled out a little bit. I do believe that when it first happened, they kind of like set it to an 11, and now it's down to like a 5 or so. It's okay. It doesn't seem to be causing too much issues anymore. So right now I think that it's good. The system has been better. You will get rewards. Don't freak out like I was. You don't have to freak out. If you have to run to the bathroom or something, you probably won't get kicked out. I wasn't, things like that will be okay. The system is improved a lot better, and like I said, I am definitely looking forward to the private and friend matches right now. Now I will say this, I don't really play that much in public matches. I'm going to this weekend. I want to try public matches and see what happens, because I've been told that the public match landscape is crazy. There's been people who have been told, I've been told, who they don't get kicked at all. There's the AFK problem is still persistent. It hasn't really been affected that much or changed that much. So I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. If you play a lot of public matches, let me know down below in the comments. How has the system treated you? Is it getting worse? Is it getting better? Have you noticed a difference? Because most definitely, this right here, I feel, is the most important part. If you're playing private or friend matches, you know what? It doesn't matter. If you trust someone to put them into your mission, and if they don't do anything, you know what? Delete them and block them. Delete them off your friends list and block them. Never play with them again. That's just a good way of doing it. But definitely, I do encourage that we look for friends, make friends in this game, and definitely play together, because that's the whole point of it. But anyway, hopefully that clarifies a little bit, because a lot of people were wondering what's going on. I've had a lot of people asking me what's happening. Did I get kicked out? I did AFK. How do I do stuff? And like I said, just participate in the match. You don't have to do the bare minimum to get the rewards. That's not the spirit of the game either. We should be trying our best. We should be doing our best. Just have fun, play the game, guys, and you should be fine. But anyway, there you go. All right, so moving on real quick. As I said at the end of the video, I'm going to do some little announcements. A couple quick announcements that I want to say is I do apologize, first of all, for not streaming today. I was not in a position where I could actually even tweet out today. It is late at night now, and for those of you who don't know, my current schedule does have me posted that I am not streaming. I might be streaming tomorrow. So actually what I'm going to do is, for those of you who are watching right now, I was supposed to stream on Thursday all afternoon. Again, I do apologize for not being able to, and I wasn't able to tweet it out. I'm going to do a little bit of a surprise stream, probably maybe tonight or Friday morning, or maybe Friday afternoon. And what we're going to do is we're going to play some Save the World, and we're going to try to do some Battle Royale. So if you guys want to play Battle Royale with me and help me out and, chug up the line, because I want to get the blue glow stuff. I really want to get the blue glow stuff. Thank you so much to all of you guys who are gifting me stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I am working on that video. I'm collecting as many of the gifts that people are giving me. And I do believe I'm going to start releasing those videos. I don't know exactly when. Maybe Maybe it'll be like a special weekend video that I'll release sometime in the weekend, just, showing what everyone has given me. Thanking you guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. There's been a lot. There's been a lot of gifts that people have given me. But I do want to make a video, just like a compilation of everything I received, let's say in a month or so, just to thank you guys. And finally, the last thing is I also do have a video coming out talking about the vouchers. Now, I did learn some information as I was preparing to make that video and researching for it, that I'm kind of like, I was like, whoa, I'm going to hold off for a second and wait to see if it's real or not about what's going to be coming. Because I need to go back and I need to do a little research, because someone pointed out to me something and said, have you noticed this? And I was like, oh, if this is true, then we'll be able to kind of guess when we're going to be able to use those vouchers. But if you're wondering what to use those vouchers on, I would say just hold off for a second, wait up. And also for the candy right now as well, if you really need to get yourself one of the Wild West items, and let me show you guys which it is. The bundle bus has been confirmed. It is in these items. Let me show you guys here. Event schematics. I think it is the flintlock weapons. Yeah. So everything here, everything on this page here is potentially going to be in those items, as well as the Wild West heroes. Let's see. Yeah, the Wild West heroes. So all of the Wild West heroes can potentially be in those, as well as any of the flintlock items that are on this page. I will be making a video soon talking about that as well. Kind of my recommendations of whether or not you should spend. You've got 4 weeks before the Halloween llama comes around. That's plenty of time, and especially right now, since we have no way of really grinding any candy. It's like I'm kind of like, just hold off for a second. But anyway, that's all the announcements I have right now. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Also, I just realized you guys did not see anything of that I showed there. I'm sorry. So, event schematics, the flintlock weapons here, anything on this page, and in the event people, the Wild West heroes right here, anything from there. So my recommendation right now is just hold off and wait and save some of your candy. I'm going to probably open a few of these llamas anyway, just to see what I get. But I would say just hold off for a minute and wait to see a little bit for more information, and also see how easily it's going to be to grind those, because we're going to have to see that. And also, if your recruitment voucher, like I said, just hold off. I will have a video talking about that, both my recommendations on which I feel are the best heroes to get from there, and also why I suggest holding off and waiting for a minute, because there may be more heroes returning. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, as always. Thank you so much for using my creator code right here. You guys, thank you. I'm serious. You guys make such a big difference in my life. I super appreciate it. Thank you very much for helping me out, guys. Thank you very much for supporting me. You guys are amazing. Keep an eye on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter to see anything you missed. I do tweet out there the V-Bucks, the V-Bucks missions. I tweet out my videos that I post there. And whenever I go live, I post there as well. As well as I'm thinking of posting a little bit more on Twitter and interacting with you guys. Some people have been asking me to do it a little more, give my opinion on some stuff. And I might start doing that. So follow me on Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.